Next up, we have The End from the Bunker's soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever you're going to use, like the video, share it, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, join the Patreon, subscribe to the gaming channel, subscribe to the Reacts channel, how to request songs if you're not on the live stream members, getting early access to the content, I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things later down the video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitarded, so please keep that in mind. And with that, no, Torts! No, it's not. The End, the name of the game is The Bunker. Let's do this, because we've done The Bunker before. The End, let's go. Okay. So we start with two main things. You nearly got me to crash out. So we start with two elements. One, we have some synth giving us there's some static and a little bit of distortion, and then we have the piano there, very high up, giving us that very lovely melody, which contains our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the CDS is from which everything else comes from. We then bring in a couple more elements. Let me go back a second and see where it goes. Okay, so we bring in drums, giving us a drum beat. We bring in a bass, giving us our bass line, boom, 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 kind of thing. And then we have one more synth, giving us some arpeggios. Arpeggio, of course, the arpeggio being when you play a chord one note at a time. So, for example, here's E minor, here's the arpeggiated. And this case, we're doing something like... We're doing something like that, right? So we're doing that while the motif is still played like this. Let's see where this goes. Frenzy, welcome today. How you doing? And yeah, go do what you're gonna do. Nice. And... okay, so then we bring in what seems to be a synth, kind of synth, also kind of like violins, one of those things, and it is doing now an elongation of the motif. Elongation being a way that you can develop your material in which you play a slower version of something you've done before. In this case... yeah, it's just slower. Let's see where it goes. And yeah, the dual tends to break a lot on that one, but y'all still have the dual on stream avatars. You can also dual them there, so yeah. Anyway, let's see where it goes. Okay, so we bring a transitional phrase over here with two sets of violins. One of them is the violins very high up, giving us this slowly ascending line, while the ones before are giving us more sequenced versions of the ascending line. So sequencing being another way that you can develop your material in which you repeat a melodic idea from a new starting point. So, for example, if I have this over here, then I can repeat that same shape from a different starting point. And then, once we put both of these together, we engage in what is called counterpoint. Counterpoint being the study the art of melodies. How they are, how they develop, how they interact with one another, usually in the context of having two or more melodies playing at the same time. And the kind of counterpoint we're doing right now is called species counterpoint. Species counterpoint being a proportionate counterpoint, how many notes per note. So for example, species 1 is a 1-to-1 ratio. For every one note melody 1 plays, melody 2 will also play one melody. that kind of thing. Then we have something like species 2, which is a 2-to-1 ratio. For every one note, melody 1 plays, melody 2 plays 2. This is, for example, I use the Invention number 4 in D minor by Bach as an example for this one, where we have one melody doing arpeggios. And in the meantime, we have the other melody doing the melody, like the motif. And basically, for every one note that the arpeggios plays, the other one plays too. And then we switch to species 1. And then it's what, species 5? Or I think it's species 5. So yeah, in the end, species, the number of species is the proportion. Right now we're doing, I think, species 3. That for every note the high violin is doing, the lower violins are doing 3. So yeah, we're having that going on as a good transition. Let's see where this goes. Drum break. Obfuscating the bass. Violins in the background. Synth coming back. And very far in the back, little bits. There's the motif in the back. So yeah, now we're having percussion here, giving us secondary stuff, and we're using silence instead of a bass drum, giving us this very, very empty void. But it is serving the same purpose as the bass drum. We're having the bass line there, filling up the space in between, and we are still having that piano giving us the motif still. Let's see where this goes. Alright, we have a break now, and off the ramp we go. Off the ramp being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there is no official academic definition for this, or at least I'm choosing not to use it for the sake of simplicity. And off the ramp is what I like to call a particular type of transition that makes your listener feel suspended, up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. Kind of like going off a ramp. How do you do this? Remove the drums, maybe the bass as well. In this case, we are insinuating silence. Let's see where this goes. Back to just the ambience. Slowly reintroducing the bass. Percussions. Chords from the piano. Okay, that was one synth back there that did one note. Violins popping back in. And reintroducing the beat. So now we bring back the beat that we were doing without the bass drum, with the bass drum this time, and the piano this time around. And that is more than enough to make it work. Oh, that is fun. That's a fun way of extending the material. I like it. And you know what else is fun? The Patreon! Patreon.com/JamesRBastard. If you want to support this channel more than you already are, consider joining the Patreon today, linked in the description. Even if you're not pledging any funds, do join the free tier, because this is where the non-gaming LFAs are going. What are those? Anime, film, TV, label music, the kind of stuff that we usually don't do on the main YouTube channel. Why? What we do on YouTube is inherently fair use. That does not stop bad actors, such as film studios, record labels, and other smaller rats out there from abusing the system on YouTube. The copyright system on YouTube. So in order to just not deal with that on YouTube, putting them here on Patreon, free for everyone to watch, with paid members getting early access to the content. So if you want to support this channel more than you already are, consider joining the Patreon today. Become a member today, linked in the description. Thank you to those who are already members, especially those who are paid members, particularly Real Nemesis, French Guy, Another Random Human, and Amaya. Your support means the world to me. Thank you once again for your support. Means the world to me. For everybody else, join the Patreon today, linked in the description down below. Patreon.com/JamesRBastard. Join today. Patreon.com/JamesRBastard. Alright, let's continue. We bring back the beat with the bass drum this time. Let's see where it goes. What are we? Welcome today. How you doing? Arpeggios from the synth. Changing filter. Ooh. Diving bass. Strings, violins, giving us the elongation of the motif again. Nice. That's really good. Bum, 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 bum. We have another synth giving us a counter rhythm over there. Bum, 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 bum. I think it's the bass. Bum, 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 bum. I think we're having that. Let's see where it goes. Bring back the piano. Piano giving us a variation. And we bring it. So we remove off the ramp, we go again. We bring in a piano here, giving us a little bit of the motif. We bring in a cello, doing a call and response. We do canonic imitation. Call and response being a musical conversation. You have one part, in this case, the piano, giving you a call, and then something else does something else in response. In this case, the cello gives you the response. When it comes to canonic imitation, it's when the call and the response are the same thing, as it happened just now between the piano and the cello. So yeah, and by the way, for those in the chat, I would say start testing the Stream Avatars duels instead of the Botrix duels, because the Botrix duels keep breaking. So yeah, I would say it's S dual instead of B dual, and it should work the same or similar, but this time with those. So yeah. Anyway, let's see where it goes. Nice. Oh, and now we have a doubling between the cello and the piano. That is what is going on over here. So doubling is when you have more than one instrument doing the same thing at the same time. So first was piano, then cello, now piano with cello. So beautiful. And cello, of course, for those of you who don't know which one it is, the cello being the second largest of the viol family, which is the instrument that you have to sit down and lean against your body to be able to play. Beautiful instrument, beautiful range, and yeah, it's just incredible. So yeah, can be Botrix about breaking all the time? Yes. At least it's the what's it called? The duels. Anyway, let's see where it goes. Ambience into the background. It's the piano. Stream avatars do work there, yeah. Not the extension, though. Continuing the melody variations on the motif. Ambience now. Bass there, slowly creeping. Oh, beautiful variation. And now we are doing a faster version of the motif with variations. We're doing what I would call it a reduction. Reduction is the opposite of an elongation, where you do a faster version of something you've done before. As we are now seeing this with the with this version of the motif. Let's see where this goes. Beautiful. Piano there, giving us a bit of extra rhythm. We bring it down. Bass in the background. And we now have some synths. There we go. We bring in the strings. The strings now holding the chord with a crescendo. And goes back. Crescendo, diminuendo. And we just let it go away. And there you have it. So we do the we do a crescendo and its opposite, a diminuendo. So a crescendo, diminuendo, these are usually terms used in dynamics. Dynamics is not the same, dynamics are not the same as volume. They are usually correlated, but nowadays that we have electronic instruments, they are no longer correlated. Dynamics is how hard or how soft you are hitting the instrument itself, whereas Volume is just turning up or down the volume knob. When it comes to dynamics, we range from piano to forte. Piano meaning soft or quiet, and forte meaning hard or loud. Because usually when you play an instrument softer, it's going to sound quieter. When you play an instrument harder, it sounds louder. Nowadays, with the advent of electronic elements and being able to just turn the microphones up or down, now we change how much volume there is. But we're having that. You know what? I'm just thinking. I want to see if there is a way to have the points from stream avatars to affect what happens in Botrix, like the points in Botrix as well. Like, I would love to see if we can figure that out. Anyway, so, soft being, piano being soft, forte being loud, and basically a crescendo is when you gradually increase the intensity. Diminuendo is the opposite. Diminuendo or a decrescendo, depending on which school we're talking about, right? So yeah, soft, piano, soft, forte, hard. We're doing from piano to forte, and then from forte to piano back to. And with that, there you have it. There you have it. The end from the Bunker original soundtrack. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. A lot more straightforward than I expected, but you know, that's the nature of slower songs. So yeah. There you go. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what has happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever button you use, like the video, share the link on, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server. That's where everything gets announced first, whether it's the streams going live, the videos going up at the channels, updates, projects, giveaways, everything gets announced there first. Of course, we have the community there, we hang out, we chat, we steal memes from other people's servers, claim them as our own, and where I host the Vintage Story community server. It used to be a Minecraft mod, now it's its own standalone game. Focuses more on the nitty-gritty aspects of survival, mechanical engineering, hands-on crafting, that kind of stuff. It's cheaper than Minecraft. I love it. I prefer it. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just really love the game to the point that I built a PC just to host a server for this game, which is available to join via our Discord community server. So join the Discord today, linked in the description, and become a member of our community today. Also, share these videos with everybody that you know. Use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord coordinates for that, so linked in the description. Help the channel grow. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays. And if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting you 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. If you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim from Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central European Time during the full-time experiment. If you don't know what that is, go to the main page of my YouTube channel. The pinned video there has a video there explaining what it is during the duration of the experiment. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. Again, 4 p.m. Central Europe. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. I need to sneeze. So, if you live in El Melon, Chile, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 4 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch. Both linked in the description, and they're going to show the streaming schedule up to date in your local time zone, accounting for daylight savings if necessary. And subscribe to the gaming channel. Follow the gaming channel, because of course I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. Thank you again for 800 subscribers here. I really do appreciate it. This is where we put the gaming after show recordings when they happen. We play video games during the after show, the late part of the stream, and then the VODs for every game we play eventually end up over here. So, subscribe to the channel, linked in the description, or search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And subscribe to the Reacts channel. The LFAs are React format, but this is where we're putting the Reacts for basically everything else. Thank you for over 350 subscribers here already. I really do appreciate it. James Reacts Basterd, linked in the description, or search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd. Just extend the R to Reacts, and you got it. And, yeah. There you have it. The end from the bunker. That was really good, man. I really enjoyed it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But, yeah, let's move on.